All right, well, I'm back. I'm just sitting down and having a coffee. My fatigue is just kind of overwhelming me. I just talked to my friend that owns the logging company that I do stuff for, and he is like one of these guys. He's like 42, big strapping logger, tough as nails, strong as nails. Anyways, he never gets sick. He never takes time off. It just doesn't happen. The only time he takes off is to go hunting like everybody else around here every 2 weeks in November. And then he goes ice fishing up north in April, and that's it. And today Jamie says, I'm just taking it easy. He says, I feel really fatigued and slow. And I'm like, I heard that from Jamie, and I'm like, fuck, that's the same thing. Jamie the other day had asked me how I was doing. I didn't really want to tell him the truth because I thought maybe I've got cancer or something with my heart or whatever. And then the heat, but it's, I don't think that's what it is now, because my mother's feeling like that. Jamie's feeling like that. Actually, my friend Pat hasn't said too much about how he's feeling, but anyways, he suffers from PTSD like me, so you know, sometimes you just don't even know what it is. But yeah, hearing Jamie tell me that kind of freaks me out, because for that big lad to say that to me, he wouldn't even admit that to anybody else. I'll bet the guys, I'd probably should keep my mouth shut and not put it on YouTube, because it's not the kind of thing he likes to talk about, his health or anything like that. Jamie's just one of those people. If there's work to be done, it's getting done. That's it. And it doesn't matter how tired or how long he's been working. He wants it done by a certain day or certain time. It's getting done. So for him to be sitting down and resting, he went up to the camp, his camp, to check on things. And I was like, what? Why aren't you delivering? And then he explained all that to me, and I'm like, wow, this is like shocking. So I ended up telling him the truth now, because I didn't want to really upset him or freak him out. You know, the other day, because I hadn't talked to him for a few days, and I didn't really want to tell him what's going on and then have him sit there wondering what's going on with me. I wish I had now, because maybe, you know. Anyways, I'm going to call my doctor tomorrow, because I was absolutely convinced it was these pills they've got me on for the PTSD and the depression and all that. But now I'm starting to think, no, it's not that. It's something else, because Jamie doesn't take depression pills. He doesn't have PTSD. He feels the same way. My friend Stefan and his girlfriend were here yesterday. I'm waiting to hear from them. They went to look at a dry cabin over on Bennett River, which goes into Bennett Lake. Really nice place, 4 acres. They're supposed to be looking at the place today with the realtor, and if he likes it, they were going to make an offer. But I was supposed to reach out to them, which I did, to let them know Pat was going to be here, but I haven't heard back from them. So anyway, I want to see how they're feeling. Maybe he's sitting at home going, holy fuck, do I ever feel like shit? Makes you wonder now, though, are they putting something in the air, or what else is going on? I hate to get into the alien thing, but I mean, that's for UFO life, but like, I sometimes wonder. That new picture came out the other day that's been hidden from public for 32 years of a diamond-shaped UFO, which I've seen those before. Well, not, I mean, live. The only ones I've ever seen live are the ball ones, the 3 spears. Twice in my life I've seen them. And but this other thing's not like that, but it's one of the best pictures ever for a UFO. But it just goes me, the next step is that, you know, could they be accidentally poisoning us or something? And then I see an article here yesterday about the rain. I mean, for years we've known about acid rain, and, you know, you should be careful with rain. But now they are 100% saying black and white, the rain is not safe to drink anymore. It's full of heavy metals. Well, I don't drink rain, obviously. I drink from a well. But my well is 140 feet down, so I don't think it's that. Jamie's got a deep well as well, so I don't think it's our water. But anyway, I don't know if these heavy metals go into our plants, like, you know, like raspberries. I got wild raspberries that we eat here, but I also have my weed plants, but I smoke those. I do eat them, but I mean, I cook them to eat them, meaning I make butter. But yeah, this is kind of really weird. So I'm exhausted from moving that boat, and that was nothing. And that's what I was saying to my mother. I just got off the phone with her. Is that I can't even imagine going to Sabo Beach, trying to set up my tent, my campsite, keep the fire going, cooking outside, and then try to go fishing, go ATV riding, go to the beach. And I was saying to her that Lake Huron's got pretty heavy rip tides there up in Sabo Beach, so I've been carried out a couple times, but I'm a strong swimmer even with my age and weight. But you know, feeling like this, I wouldn't be able to cross swim. Like, you know, when a rip tide pulls you out, you go on your back and you swim crossways to get out of the rip tide. You don't fight the rip tide. You just let it carry you and then go. Anyways, I don't think I could fight a rip tide, which to me is like, wow. You know, I've swam in the Great Lakes all my life, so I know how to deal with that stuff. But right now, the way I feel, I wouldn't trust myself to not be carried out and drown in a rip tide. So that makes me really freak out. So I'm glad I didn't go camping. I needed to break from here, but what am I going to do there? Go lay down there like I've been laying down here. That's why you guys aren't getting the videos. Wicked tunes, I haven't been doing those. I haven't even felt like listening to music. You know, I just so run down all the time. No lack of sleep, too much sleep. So I don't know, guys. Maybe you guys can leave some comments. Anybody else feeling run down and don't have cancer or heart problems or whatever? We're thinking maybe it's a reaction to the COVID shot. I'm still convinced I had COVID right at the beginning because I was at a party with those military guys that came back from the Beijing Army Games, and he had COVID, but he didn't know it was COVID until after January. But he had it then, and I got really sick after that party. And I think I've explained it before. I got my flu shot, and I thought it was a flu shot, except I've never been sick from a flu shot ever. But boy, did I get sick in that November after the party. And so I'm thinking maybe long-term COVID. But then my mother has it, and she hasn't had COVID, as far as we know, because she hasn't been out. She hasn't been, you know, I haven't been near her for now, was it over 2 years? I haven't even hugged my mother for 2 years. And, or 3 now, I guess. But Jamie, I can't remember if Jamie and Crystal got their shots. I'm just waiting for him to answer me. Pretty sure he did get his shot, though. I seem to remember. But anyways, yeah. Trying to go camping at Sabo Beach for 10 days. Jesus. Trying to launch that boat, that would be just murder. That's why I haven't been out yet, too. Well, that, I don't have any gas, but, and everything's, you know, with the prices, I just don't have the extra money, and I got things that got to be done, like the plumbing today. And I got to pay him. I'm not going to go fishing when I got to have plumbing done. And, anyway, I don't know, guys. Maybe leave some comments. Everybody let me know how you guys have been feeling. If you've been feeling out of sorts or unusual, you know. If it's long-term COVID, fine. You know, I'll deal with it. But I'd like to know, you know. I've lost a lot of weight in the last year or so, and so that's why I was starting to think cancer, but I don't have anything unusual going on that way. So, and they test my blood I guess now we're up to every 3 months. They do my blood test, which I think I'm due again here in August, the end of the month. And they test for that kind of thing, like white blood cells or whatever's wrong whenever you have cancer. And they said, no, you're clean and clear. It doesn't really run in our family. This thing with my father and his 5 brothers, where they had 5 of them all died of stomach cancer. Okay, guys, I think it's overheating, so I'm going to take a break because it just stopped on its own there. And the battery light has turned orange. It's ridiculously short time to have battery. And I'll say what I've been saying forever, like the generator that I spent 20 years not buying. Now I've got one. I need to buy the batteries and the charger for this GoPro. Anyway, I'll be back later, guys. I'm going to put this thing on charge, I guess. The heater on demand thing's almost ready, so we're just going to test it, I guess, here in a few minutes. So I'll start this back up and I'll put it on charge for the meantime. Anyways, leave comments. See, let me know how you guys are all feeling. Let me know if you've had the shots, if you're willing to talk about it. I don't judge people either way about the shots. It's your body. You do whatever the fuck you want with it. I decided to take the shots for fear of harming my mother. She's 80. So anyways, and I'm 60, and you know, stents and heart. So it was probably on the wise side of things. Okay, anyways, we'll be back. Bye.